Wanda tried to get inside, but it didn't work. The man at the door pulled out a long scroll of paper. There is a list of requirements that must be met before entry is allowed, he said. Body temperature, changeable, sweat glands, none, scales or skin, allowed, hair, not allowed. So you see, I cannot let you in. Good day. He handed Wanda the list and shut the door with a loud bang. Back on the bus, the class examined the list. Body temperature, changeable, Arnold read. Carlos sighed. Well, that leaves us out. Our body temperature stays mostly the same. That's why we're called warm-blooded, Keisha said. Tim looked thoughtful. Then, is a reptile cold-blooded? All reptiles are cold-blooded, Miss Frizzle replied. Cold-blooded, old-blooded, what we need is a plan. What we really need is a disguise. Dorothy Ann was reading a book. I've got it, she cried. In ancient times, Greek soldiers built a huge wooden horse, and they hid inside it to fool their enemy. It was called a Trojan horse. I know, Phoebe said. We can turn the bus into a Trojan alligator. A Trojan horse. That's a great idea. A horse isn't a reptile. But an alligator is. Phoebe stood outside the bus. Miss Frizzle pulled a lever. Whoosh! Green smoke filled the air. When the smoke cleared, Phoebe saw that the bus had shrunk. It looked just like a life-size alligator. It's a bussigator now, Phoebe cried. Phoebe put a leash around the bussigator and walked up to the front door. Man, this is what I call an inside job. Carlos! The man in the white suit let Phoebe and the bussigator in without a problem. What a splendid alligator, the man said. He grabbed the leash. I'll take her now. I should go with her, Phoebe said. She doesn't like to be alone. Don't worry, the man said, leading the bussigator away. We just love our cold-blooded critters to death. He left Phoebe all alone. Oh no, Phoebe moaned. He's going to toast and stuff the bussigator just like that tortoise. From inside the bussigator, we heard a loud splash. We did it, Wanda cried. We're in! But where exactly are we? Ralphie asked. We looked out of the bussigator's front windows. We were in a pool of water near a waterfall. An island filled with shade trees and plants sat just a few feet away. Around the bussigator, all kinds of reptiles were crawling, including alligators. We're in hot water now. Brr, cold water, actually. How do we get out of here? Ralphie asked. We can't go out there, Arnold said nervously. Those are real snakes and alligators crawling around. We can't find Liz by staying in here, Wanda pointed out. If we become reptiles ourselves, we can look for Liz without that guy in white bothering us, Keisha suggested. Miss Frizzle smiled. Good thinking, Keisha. She walked over to a strange machine built into the bus. It was covered with buttons and flashing lights. Kids, meet the Reptilator, the Frizz said. I'll turn us into reptiles in no time. Miss Frizzle, may I? Maybe I should stay behind and keep an eye on the bussigator? I'll stay with you, Arnold. Miss Frizzle pulled a lever. In a flash, we all turned into reptiles. Except for Arnold and Dorothy Ann. Carlos was a speckled caiman. Tim was a gecko. Keisha was a garter snake. Wanda was a chameleon. Ralphie was a turtle. Miss Frizzle was a frilled lizard. I'm cold, Ralphie said, sticking his head inside his shell. To get warm, we have to move to a warmer place, Carlos suggested. Let's try that heat lamp over there. We all crawled to the lamp. It's nice and warm here, Tim said. I guess to feel the heat, you have to find the heat. To a reptile, location is everything. And now we've got to locate Liz. Meanwhile, Phoebe was trying to find Liz on her own. She checked the kitchen, just in case the man in white was trying to cook Liz for dinner. Phoebe didn't find Liz, but she did find a weird menu. The lizards get just one meal a week? Phoebe couldn't believe what she was reading. And the alligators get only one meal a month? How inhumane! What kind of place is this? Please let there be no spaghetti and Liz balls on the menu.